Hi everyone and welcome again to this channel. In this video we will be looking at Nollywood celebrities who have children that are acting just like themselves. I mean, it's not news that sometimes we have a family of doctors, we have a family of lawyers. In the Nollywood industry also, we have children who have followed in the footsteps of their parents and are now doing very well for themselves. So let's get right into the list. The first family on my list would be the Kosoko families. Now, when Prince Babajide Kosoko started acting as a child in the 1970s, I'm not sure that this 68-year-old man thought that his children were going to follow his footsteps and he was going to have about 4 or 5 of his children in the Nollywood space. Prince Kosoko is from a royal family in Lagos State. Starting from his late wife, Rita Kosoko, she was an actress until she died. Then there are some of his children from Bidemi Kosoko and one of his youngest siblings, Temi Kosoko, who is an Instagram skit maker, comedian, and actress. In fact, Babajide Kosoko has featured alongside his daughter in some of her skits. One of his older children, also Shola Kosoko, is in the Nollywood space. She's been acting since the 1990s, and Shola Kosoko is making way for herself in the industry. Moving on from the Kosoko family, another family that is making wave in the Nollywood space is going to be the Edoches. Now, if you grew up in the 90s, in the 2000s, I'm sure you're familiar. You grew up watching Pete Edoche as a king, a family man who just speaks only wise words, you know, and there's a way he talks where it's just really calm and he just speaks. Now, following in his footsteps is his son, Joel. I call him Joel Deep Voice Edoche because this man has a voice that would either make you want to melt or run. I mean, there's no in between with the way Yul Edochie talks. Yeah, he's a Nollywood actor and he started acting in 2007 while his father, Chief Pete Edochie, started acting in the 1980s. The man is retired now from acting, but Yul Edochie is still very much in the acting industry, the movie industry. He's a producer, a director, a Nollywood actor, and is featured in several films. Yul Edochie actually has a political ambition as he has contested so many times in his home state. He's yet to win any though, but he has also shown interest in contesting for the presidential seat in Nigeria in the forthcoming election. So fingers crossed for how that journey is going to be like for Yul Edochie. Now, Rita Daniels and Regina Daniels are another family in the Nollywood space. Regina Daniels started as a child actor, and I'm sure that some of you might not have heard of the Daniels until 2019 when Regina, 20-something-year-old Regina, got married to politician and businessman Ned Nwoko, who is in his 60s. A lot of people were of the opinion that Rita Daniels, the mother of Regina Daniels, who is an actor, actually pimped her daughter, who is also an actor, out to Ned Nwoko. But this mother of one has made it known that that's not the case. She's still thriving very much in her career. Rita Daniels is doing very well also in her career as a Nollywood actor. Regina Daniels has taken on so many arts in the industry now, from being a child actor to just acting in movies. Regina Daniels is now a movie producer, movie director, entrepreneur, among other things. So you can say that the marriage actually does well for her because now she's able to wear so many hats in the Nollywood space and doing amazingly well for herself. Let's leave the Daniels for a while. I mean, I'm not going to go back to them in this video, but let's just take a pause there and move on to the fourth family on my list, that is the Ajayemi families. Now, when Toyin Abraham came into limelight in 2003, courtesy of actor Bukky Wright, I'm not sure probably she did, but I'm not sure she figured that she was going to have this much trauma and trouble when it comes to choosing a life partner eventually, because she went through a series of relationship brouhaha, going out with some of her co-actors and the relationships ending messy. At the point, Toyin Abrahams even said she was done going out with people in the Nollywood space. But look what we have here. In 2019, Toyin Abrahams announced her marriage, traditional marriage, to fellow actor Kolawole Ajayemi, who has also been in the industry for that long. Toyin Abrahams first produced her first movie in 2008. Now, Kolawole Ajayemi has been in the industry for that long also, and courtesy of the marriage, Toyin Abraham now has a daughter that is the child of her husband, who is her stepdaughter, Temitope Ajayemi. This dark-skinned beauty is in her teens, and she is a model, an influencer, and an actor. She's acted in some of the movies that her parents have produced and some movies that other people in the Nollywood space have produced. Also, Toyin Abraham gave birth to Ire Ajayemi in 2019, and Ire, although a child less than 3 years old, is now one of the superstars in Nollywood space. This man has bagged, I mean, he's a boy, he has bagged a child. He has backed several awards. He has a lot of partnership and deals, and he's also made cameo appearances in some Nollywood movies. So you can say that the Ajayemi is Toyin Abraham's family is one that has children who are also in the acting space. Now, there is a family that if I don't mention them, you probably might come for me, and that is the Adebayo family. I don't think there is anything you want to say in the Nollywood industry when it comes to not just being in front of the camera, maybe even being behind the scene, that you would not see an Adebayo in it. I'm talking about the family of Salami Adebayo, who you might refer to as Ogabilo. Since joining the industry in around 1984-1989 and taking over the Awada Keri Theatre Group, Adebayo Salami, who is from Kwara State, has shown his children the way in the movie industry. In fact, his son Femi Adebayo, who is one of the most notable Adebayo children in the Nollywood space, studied law, right? But now look at him here. He's a film director, producer, actor, and has several characters that you might want to know him as. The Adebayos have children behind the scene and in front of the camera, and they are all doing beautifully well in each of their respective role in the movie industry. Now, to cap up this video, let me mention a family that you might not even know that his child is in the Nollywood space. I'm talking about Mr. Taiwo Hassan. Mo fi títóbi Ọlọ́run búra, gbogbo wa la máa jẹ breakfast. You see what I just did there? I just merged his catchphrases together. Just give me a clap. I mean, I think I tried. Anyways, Taiwo Hassan started acting in the 1990s. Foodie, although there was a time he had a brief stint, then he went back to being a corporate worker, then he came back to acting. Anyways, his child Shakira, that you might know as Kira, is a Nollywood actor. She's an Instagram skit maker. She is a brand influencer, among other things. In fact, Ogogo and his daughter, Shakira, have featured together in a few of these Instagram skits. So you know that the bond between father and daughter is quite, strong. And not only is Shakira the only daughter of Taiwo Hassan in the Nollywood space, he has a son who is an entertainer also. So you can say that some of his children have actually beaten, from him, and they're doing well in their respective field in the Nollywood industry. Guys, I will be ending this video here. I think I have done justice to a list of some of the Nollywood, celebrities that we have who also have children who are following in their footsteps and are making waves and doing very well for themselves and doing very well for themselves in the Nollywood industry. If there is anybody, any family that I have not included in this list, and you know that they have children, they have the parents and the child, or the parents and the children in the Nollywood space, in the Nollywood industry, film industry especially. I mean, Nollywood industry is a film industry, so yeah. If you have them, you can let me know in the comment section if I did not include any of your favorite family, duo in the industry. I will be glad to probably make another video for that. Like this video if you enjoyed, and share with family and friends. Thank you very much for doing that, and ultimately and above all, thank you very much for watching this video. Bye guys.